Okay guys, well, here's what's on the bench today. It's a Flying V, it's a Washburn, a WV16 G11, some kind of graphic with skulls on there. It's got old, really worn out black DR strings on here. These things gotta come off. It's missing all three of its knobs. We'll find something to put on here. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll restring this thing. It's going to be a good day. Okay, let's pull these strings off of here. This is a hardtail, pneumatic bridge, stop bar, 2 humbuckers. Let's snip these babies off of here. Not a big fan of the strings that have different colors on them. They look pretty crappy most of the time. A lot of guys thought they were cool. Younger guys thought they were cool. I'm not a big fan, but I do love cool stuff, though. Okay, here's our stop bar. Doesn't have any identifying marks on it or anything. Here's our bridge. Sung-il, Korea. So that's kind of a cool thing. I guess that's okay. I'm going to guess this guitar is made in Korea. So unfortunately, this is the string guy wrapped this thing. The last owner of this guitar, who made the mistake of putting these black strings on here, also made it hard on me by tying the strings around the tuner peg. So don't do that, guys. Don't do it. Yeah, guys, don't wrap your strings around there and then tie them back through. String your guitars up the same way that they came from the factory. The automotive market, the auto guys, they figured out how to get people to not screw with their cars. But the guitar manufacturers in the world, they haven't figured out how to get people to stop screwing with guitars. Because everybody has different ways of wrapping their strings, and they're all bad ideas. Every way you wrap your strings, do it the way the factory do it. There isn't one factory in the world ever that wraps their string around and then ties it back through. It doesn't work like that. But anyhow, let's get back to this cool guitar, put some strings on it. Alright guys, so I got a different way I'm going to polish these frets. It might seem a little extreme to some people, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to take it over to the buffing wheel. So follow me over here. A little more extreme method. But look at the difference, right? Now usually guys will have to mask off the entire fretboard. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to clean all of it afterwards. All the extra buffing compound I'll have to clean off. But I mean, I'd rather do that than set and mask the whole thing. Okay, so there you guys can see the frets. But you can also see all the buffing compound that's all over it. So now I'm just going to, you know, and again, instead of masking it all off, now I'm just going to try to clean the buffing compound that was all over it. Ooh, it warmed it up. And then I can still put, you know, my lemon oil or my F1 oil on here. But you see all that buffing compound that's coming off. It's, you know, it's an extra step to set and mask that whole thing off. And I like to super clean the fretboards anyhow. So I figured I'd do it this way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. There's different ways of doing things. Some guys, we all have our own procedures. Okay. See, it gets a lot of it off. Now let's go ahead and we'll use some lemon oil on there. Cleaner and conditioner. So let's let this stuff kind of soak in there a little bit. Now I'm going to take a little napkin and we'll just spread this in here. We'll let this set for a little while. And this will help us clean it too. But I don't know, it's just kind of a quick and easy way to do it. And I think our results are pretty good. See, it's getting some more of that off, but let's let that soak for a minute. Okay, so I've got a little heavy-duty marking pen. I got this at a, it's black, and I got this at an auto parts paint shop. And so what I like to do on some of these screws that are rusty like this, on a guitar that I own and that I'm trying to resell, I wouldn't do this on a customer's guitar, but I just dab these with a little bit of this black paint. And it dries up real quick and it kind of makes the guitar look nice and new. And I don't think it's destroying its value or anything like that. It's just shining it up. It's just making it look good. And it's just a couple little dabs. There we go. Doesn't that look way better? Today's string choice. Okay, today's string, Dean Markley, Custom Light 9 through 46. I bought a whole bunch of these. And so you're going to be seeing me putting a lot of these things on. Alright, let's see. So they put 4 strings in one pack. So our low E string is this one right here. Set that through here. And I might tune this a half step down. It's kind of a shreddy thing, right? Instead of putting it in standard tuning, I think I'll do it B flat. The fretboard, I think, came out really nice and clean. It's always a good idea to clean your guitar, especially if you're taking something to a pawn shop or a used guitar shop. It's always a good idea to clean your guitar really, really well, because you'll get more money out of her. And guys will still sell me stuff that's covered in dust and everything and all dirty, and I don't mind because I get the stuff cheaper that way. And I don't mind too much cleaning guitars, restringing them. And sometimes it makes for a better video to get something that's really dirty. String up something that's really dirty and get it all clean. And those videos get more views for some reason. And if I have like a, if I restring like a brand new, you know, $2,500 Martin or something like that, and I make a video about it, nobody watches that video. So I think you guys are more into watching me do videos that you know, have guitars that are obtainable guitars for the average guy out there. We want guitars that aren't going to cost an arm and a leg. We want guitars where you can dish out a couple $100. That just means you've got to skip a couple lunches or something for a few days, and then you can get yourself a cheap guitar and shine it all up and make something really nice out of it. And I think a lot of guys like watching those types of videos that I make. And for me, it's a great hobby.
It's a hobby of mine.
It's a hobby, really.
Shining up guitars. And at the same time, it's my job. So you gotta love your job. It makes it fun that way. Yeah, so I ended up getting like 6 boxes of these Dean Markley strings. And a customer came in and he sold me all 6 boxes. And they've got a little bit of age to them, I think. But for restringing my own guitars, you know, I would never put one of these on a customer's guitar. But for restringing this stuff, they're going to be good. And so you're probably going to see a lot of these Dean Markley. I have 6 times 12. I think I got like 70 packs, 72 packs of these things. So I'm going to be using these on a lot of used guitars. You guys let me know, does Dean Markley still sell strings? Are they still in business? I'm pretty sure they are, but I don't see them out very often. I don't see many of them around. And this high E string, yeah, some of these strings are old. And I'm even seeing maybe even a little bit of rust on this string, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. But I got a lot of good strings, but unfortunately a couple of them have gotten a little bit of age, little rust on them. But again, this is my guitar. And when you buy a used guitar out of a used guitar shop, the first thing that most people want to do is restring it anyhow, right? Yeah, but unfortunately, again, darn it, it's got a little bit of rust on that high E string. But string companies, they're learning that you have to shrink wrap your strings to keep the moisture off of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's tune this thing up. So I was saying I wanted to go a half step down, so this is going to be E flat or a D sharp. There it is, pretty close. Alright, let's do this. Throw it up here on my knee. And let's just test on it for a second. Plays really good. I don't think I need to look at the truss rod. Let me just stare down the neck a little bit. It looks nice and flat. I don't think I need to do anything as far as truss rod adjustment. So I'm going to go back up here and put the truss rod cover back on. Yeah, all guitars are different. I don't think this thing needed any truss rod adjustments or anything. Okay, so it needs 3 knobs. So I've got a box right here full of random knobs. Let's see what I've got. That's gonna look kind of cool. That will fit. Let's see what's in here. Speed knobs are probably a great idea. Ooh, like that one. These are, nope, these two. Yeah, let's try these two. Beautiful. You can see about right there. Beautiful, quick and easy. There we go. Leave everything on 10. That's how I play guitar. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Let's plug this thing in. Test on the electronics. Okay. So we have volume, volume, tone. So this is for the neck position. And this one is the bridge position. That's where I like to play, down in the bridge. And then this is a tone control. Okay, beautiful. I think that's it, guys. This video is all wrapped up. And again, it's a Washburn V-Class WV16 G11. It's got skulls on it. Signed up really nicely. It plays great. Let me know, guys. Give me some phone calls. Come on in. This one is available. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Go buy a guitar.